So you're thinking of turning your YouTube channel into a business. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my journey and sharing with you how you can do that in a way that feels in alignment with your soul. So I will share my screen really quick with you. If you are new to the Soul Legacy TV podcast and radio show, The Soul Legacy Movement, my name is Iona. So what I am doing is streaming out live on all of my socials. So while I share my screen, I won't be able to see the comments, but I will come back to them. And you can subscribe to the Soul Legacy TV YouTube channel. So let me just share my screen and dive a little bit deep. So as I do my author series, as I write my book, I'm actually doing this for 50 days, actually sharing some strategies I'm learning as I go. And yesterday, I actually shared how to promote your YouTube channel on social media. So when this live is over, I will put the links in the cards and on the YouTube channel and in the description down below if that is something that you would find useful. So in tomorrow's video, my mind map didn't update. It's not thinking of turning your YouTube channel into a business, but actually how to create a brand account on social media. So we're going to talk, that's going to follow on from today. So what I also have is a playlist of other YouTubers talking about this very topic for you, so you can continue on your learning and make the right choice and decision for you. So that in the playlist, you'll find that people are talking about step by step how to build a brand and not a business, and the tools and the tips and things. So I will put that in the cards and also in the description down below. So if you've been thinking about turning your YouTube channel into a business, first of all, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have one set up? So we'll be covering a little bit of that in the next episode, in tomorrow's episode. But for now, I'm going to share the vision. And so I share my mind map because these are my thoughts, and I'm jotting them down and I'm sharing them with you. And hopefully you're someone who appreciates the visual, and then you can write down anything that comes to mind as well. All right, so I have 5 steps that I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I walk through the 5 steps, and then we'll go and we'll dive deep. I'll open up my mind map and we'll brainstorm this and use this as time as a tutorial to really get some clarity. So people come to me for clarity and to also dive deep. So the first step is mapping out what I call your high-paying one-to-many soul clients funnel formula. So we're going to be thinking about an online global teaching platform. So that's the first step. Yes, you have a business, actually having the business and the business model that you actually want to have. The second step, we're going to outline what I call your high-paying one-to-many soul client funnel formula. We're going to be thinking about the questions that your soul clients are asking and the answers that you can provide on YouTube and all of the socials, really. It's not just about YouTube, and all the things that you want to be doing in your business. A lot of people miss that out, and it's quite an obvious one when we explore it, but it's definitely an important one. Step 3 is research. So doing the research and finding what I call your soul niche sweet spot. So when you find that sweet spot, only you can serve in that sweet spot. So you don't worry about other channels or anything else. Only you can serve the way that you serve. And then if in the 4th step, we're going to be talking about choosing a category that your YouTube videos will go out on. And it's a really basic, simple one, but it's something that I hadn't realized I hadn't done today. So I wanted to include that. And the 5th step is a proven path. So prove the path and that you have a profitable purpose and you actually have a profitable channel. So let's dive deep into the 1st step, and I'll make my mind map a little bit bigger for you, and hopefully it will not go awry today because it has done in the past. So when I talk about an online teaching platform 24/7, 365 days of the year, you want to be providing for your business a business model that is sustainable literally 24/7, and it's providing a solution. So my site is the SoulLegacyAcademy.com, and it's not built out fully. As I move in through 2020, I'm rebranding and niching down even more. But it's providing a specific solution. And so what I want to do is just check in with you and see if you have that space to hold the capacity for the vision that you have of being in service. So when you are on YouTube, people can come into your world, so to speak, and come and work with you even while you're sleeping. So creating a space where you can house all of your teachings and you can continue on the conversation and you can actually offer. So when you're creating your videos, even if you don't have this set up, and I teach to set it up, and there's tutorials to set it up, but even if you don't have it set up, having a vision for that. And so if I was to have a conversation with you, we would sit down and brainstorm, what is that vision? What is the lifestyle that you want to create around your business, not your business creating the lifestyle for you? And it's easy to do that. I love working. I never feel like working, but the idea is to have something that, one, hits my income goals, and two, that is leverage, and three, that I absolutely love. So I wanted to create a business model that was fun, and so I've created it into a game. All right, so you might have free services and paid services and lower cost services. And it's entirely up to you what kind of business model that you want to have, but it's in a leveraged way. So if you're building out like videos and text and different things for your own teaching platform, I use something called THINKIFIC, a teaching platform. There's lots of different platforms. So when we're thinking about your business model and actually having a business, and there's many people that come to me and they haven't done the back end of doing that vision of where they want to actually put real people. So it's easy in the online space to speak to just speak to the crowd, but when you've actually served clients and you know what their biggest pain point and their problem is, then you know that what questions they're asking, so you can provide the solution and the answers, and your online teaching platform houses them. And so when you're doing your work, and you'll be able to use the case studies and the stories and the energy and the language of the people that you're serving. So think of the success that you want to create in the world and how you want to create that. It's not just about the YouTube channel. These people are really typing in to the search, but they are real people. So if you haven't served and you haven't got testimonials and things like that you can put on your channel, think about ways to do that first. Because when you create your YouTube channel, you're creating it to have what I call a conversation, a soul-to-soul connecting conversation, and you will stand yourself in better stead if you've actually had those conversations with clients before you actually speak on your YouTube channel. So hopefully that makes sense. So again, the teaching platform that I use is THINKIFIC. They have a free and a paid tool. Let me know if you have people who use Teachable and different things. This is my third platform. I absolutely love THINKIFIC. I will shout it from the rooftops. And so I will leave a link in the description below. I have a link for the Soul Legacy Academy because I recommend it. But you can just type in THINKIFIC in Google. And so they do have a free site. That is a place to start if you are starting, because YouTube's free and THINKIFIC can be free. So your online teaching platform is free. So we've got a lot of time on our hands going on right now where there's a global pandemic in 2020. So a lot of us are behind the scenes and at home, actually, mapping out the life that we really want to have, especially those who are not able to go to work. And so you want to think about how you really want to do your work in the world. And there's another tool that is a free and a paid tool, which is an online calendar. So when you're thinking of a business model, this is the easiest and the fastest way to start, is to start with an online teaching platform and start with a calendar online. I use Acuity. And so having a conversation. So this is a Soul Legacy Academy calendar. Mine is really long and really extensive only because I teach it, but I've embedded my YouTube video in there. So everywhere that I go, I literally embed my YouTube videos so people know, oh yeah, you've got a YouTube channel. It has the same logo. So having a conversation, a lot of people talk about, building an email list, setting up your marketing to build an email list. And while that's great, I set up to have a conversation. So I actually offer conversations with coupon codes for free or for paid or as bonuses. So I have that conversation. And so that is how I was able to get the testimonials. And so the best thing for you to do when you start out your YouTube channel, it is build that online teaching platform, but also have people that you're going to walk through it, do a beta or a pilot or what have you, and then create your YouTube videos around that. So hopefully that will make sense. So the second step is outlining, and what I call a high-paying soul client funnel formula is questions and answers. So we have YouTube, right? And so 24/7, that's going to be working for us. So the way that we start with the business model is having an online teaching platform that YouTube can then go to, because YouTube's going to be working for you 24/7. So we want to be creating a search-based YouTube marketing model, meaning that the questions that people are searching for and typing in Google, then when they see your channel, they know that that's the solution for them, right? And so your channel trailer speaks to them, your content speaks to them, your live speaks to them, what I call your telechat show, you put your testimonials on your channel. And so you're aligned. So you've got your business and you've got it's branded. And we'll talk about brand more tomorrow in tomorrow's episode, but you've got your business and you've got your YouTube channel, and they're aligned and they're synced, and the message is succinct. And so it becomes easier to start a business for your YouTube channel when you already have the idea for the business, rather than getting on YouTube, playing around for a while. Because people tell you, oh, you know, I was on YouTube for however long before I even asked for a sale, before I did anything. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying to people, here's my free stuff, here's my paid stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people say, you know, people don't want to be sold to, but people do want their problems solved. And if you can solve them, I have had people just reach out to me just randomly who I've never even spoken to and asked to work with me over the years. And so you don't know when that will be. So then making sure that you're ready to receive that is a good thing. So you want to have a search-based YouTube marketing model, meaning tapping into the things that people are searching for. And so this is free and paid tools. And so if you are on that track where you need to get things free, I've absolutely done that myself, and I pay for the majority of the tools. And so the next one is thinking of your YouTube channel and continuing on the conversations. For me, the platform is Facebook, and extending that teaching space so you can actually have Q&A, and you can answer questions, or you can do video responses, or you can do a challenge. So for me, I just had this download yesterday, I believe, and I was like, okay, yesterday or the day before, I was like, okay, let me do a challenge. I do have a journaling challenge, but I also wanted to start this challenge. And so you have your YouTube channel, but you want to continue on the conversations and not just have a bunch of subscribers. That's the way. And so I've done a few good for you challenges. Actually, I've done one challenge twice, and I'm about to do it again. A 5-day challenge is a LinkedIn challenge. And so they offer a lot of value if you do them right. And so whether somebody buys from you or not, they're still being aware of, you do have a business, you do have a channel, but you do also have Facebook and all of the social media that we talked about. You don't just want to have somebody sitting on your YouTube channel just being a subscriber and tapping the notification button and that is it. So the idea of challenges is to just really have people step up out of their comfort zone and really get some really great results and some transformations, whether they buy from you or not. You're being in service in a deeper way on a topic that is revolved around your YouTube channel as well as your business. All right. So again, so Facebook are going to the model where they want people to be learning. So they do the units. And so that's where you can house your challenge. But they also are rolling out where people will be able to sign up. You'll be able to have people sign up to like an online course on Facebook. So what you might have stored in an online platform, Facebook are doing this learning, so teaching and actually charging for that. So if you didn't know that, that's, you know, it's natural to say, hey, you know, this much free, I'm creating content. But there you go. People do lots of different ways to monetize on YouTube. This is just my way and my my journey of what I've found and works for me. So we've got an event for the YouTube challenge, and so you can invite. I talked about this on yesterday's episode. You can invite your friends and people from groups and different things and just share that out. It's a free event. It's a free challenge. People love challenges. And so you can use a streaming service to go onto, you can do Facebook Lives if you want to. Many people do Facebook Lives. For me, I wanted to do the streaming, but also stream onto YouTube, obviously, because that's where we're building our audience more than on Facebook. And so I don't know about you, but I've tried to download a couple. I won't jinx myself in case I can't download this one. I've tried to download a couple of my lives and it's not worked. So you literally have created all this content for however long and it's just stuck there and kind of, I don't know. But StreamYard has a free service and a paid service. I actually have the paid service. One of the ways that you can do the Facebook Lives is by doing a Facebook Live, or you could do a Facebook, excuse me, premiere. I haven't actually seen anyone do a premiere on Facebook. I have done them, but I haven't been invited to one. And you can do a watch party on Facebook. But YouTube premiere, I believe, watch this space, I believe they're going to be absolutely huge. And that's what I will be using for my challenge. And that's what I will be teaching. And I feel like having the option to do something live on YouTube like you do on Facebook, but actually having the chance to premiere something and chat as well, I think is really, really nice. So you can do a challenge live, or you can do it pre-recorded. So once people are on your YouTube channel, the thing is, like, you know, build a list. So you can have people subscribe to your ManyChat. So that's in Messenger. We've got the Facebook challenge. So Messenger is a way to automate things. So I'm really big on building a business that is leveraged. So when you're thinking about creating a business for your YouTube channel, think about creating a really leveraged one where you don't have to be there all of the time, that's working for you 24/7, right? No matter where you are in the world. And I'm here in the UK, so a lot of my guys come from around the world. So when you're thinking again with the business and the notifications and the next step, what is the next step from the challenge? So people have come onto your YouTube channel, they've loved what you have to offer, and you say, you know, I have a challenge going on, come over to the Facebook group. So they get notifications, but they also get a free training. So you've got to have a way that is a way to convert, a way to have people have conversations with you, to get deeper training and make them an offer. If you're not making any offers, then you're not going to have a business on YouTube. But if you're doing it in a way that people have put their hand up and said, yeah, I'm interested in this. For me, this is my free training, that people have tried to sign up to when it hasn't been ready. I've altered it. So it is for single parents in spiritual business, wanting work-life leverage, learning how to attract high-paying one-to-many soul clients 24/7, 365 days of the year on YouTube. And taking away, I have 6 steps to pull together that soul signature system, which you house in your online teaching platform and your pilot telechat show, I call it. So having that is through Easy Webinar. And again, it's automated, but I can do it live. And at the end, I offer a coupon code for the call. There's 11 spaces. And for that call, I can do it paid. I can do it as a bonus. And I love doing it. And again, the idea and the focus is to have people come off of YouTube and into your business. So when you're searching, how do I use my YouTube channel for my business? Actually, have you got what stage are you at in your business? And if you already have testimonials, share them, share the stories. I won't share them here, obviously, but share the stories as you're talking on your YouTube channel, as you're talking in your training. The reason why I put that there is because I use my testimonials in my training, right? So I get to share the stories, my story and soul client stories. And so it's not rocket science, but there's a lot, you can see that there's a lot to put together before you actually even think about your YouTube channel actually for your business, and aligning the two and aligning the messaging. All right. So everything that I teach is in a really leveraged way. So the third thing is to do the research before you go out and invest in building out, lots of different things like a teaching platform or courses. And so many people build courses, and I've done it. So you don't want to build a course before you've actually had conversations and you've searched, you've done your research and you've spoken to people, because many people create their course and they go, it's not selling and I don't know how to sell it now. I've got to go out and sell it. And that's the backwards way of creating it. So you want to do your research so you find the sweet spot, right? What I call your soul niche sweet spot. So you're going to look at key search terms. And so obviously we know that Google is the #1 search engine. And so many of you might know that the second largest search engine is YouTube. So Google own YouTube. So the reason why you do the research is because your videos and your message, not only trying to rank when you have a new channel, I have a new channel. It's not just about trying to rank your videos, because that will just happen, or maybe not at first. It's actually speaking to the people and speaking the language. So the attracting high paying one-to-many soul clients, I was doing my research and it was attracting high paying clients. And so for me, it's soul clients and it's one-to-many. I've always worked one-to-many. So I'm putting my spin on what I've done and actually using the search term that people were using and actually bringing it into a business and creating a class around it and creating a training around it, because I've done it before and that was matching what I'd done with what people were searching for. So you want to ask what key search terms are your soul clients using on YouTube. Again, that's the second largest search engine, and there are mad statistics, which I'm not 100% a numbers girl, but there's mad statistics on YouTube. So when you type in how to, or how should I, or how can I, or whatever, and I know that you've typed into YouTube for lots of different things, all different kinds of areas of your life. And so there's a lot of people on YouTube searching. So you want to be the person that has the YouTube channel that answers the question, gives the solution to the questions that people are asking. All right. So that's kind of the way that you think about your business and YouTube. And so if you're not very techie, that's okay. You can just use Google and you can just use YouTube, but there's a free and there's a paid tool called vidIQ, and you'll hear me mentioning it. That's a tiny little picture. So that's their logo. Google it. And they have a Google Chrome extension, and you can go on the back end. This is specifically, rather than just like a keyword planner or something, this is actually key search terms that people are searching for directly in the back of YouTube. There's a lot of different tools that you can use with that as well. And so there's a lot of creators that are ranking really high, and they kind of know what you don't know behind the scenes, and that is using these tools. And this is another one, TubeBuddy, which is something, both of them I'm getting to know. I've explored vidIQ more than TubeBuddy, but they're big tools that will really help us out. There's free and paid again. So YouTube advertising is something that I definitely will be moving towards, rather than Facebook. And depending on when you're watching this is live right now, but YouTube advertising is something that I've invested in, and I will continue to invest in learning, and I will be implementing that. So I'll let you guys know how I do with that. All right. So Google, again, doing your research in Google. And so, it's easy to not do the searches, and there's a way to do searches. There's Uber Suggest as well. That's a new tool, but I don't know how new it is. It's something that I've recently come across. They actually have a tool where you can search keywords and people's websites. But what you want to be doing is using the language of the soul clients, I call them, who have spoken to you, what problems they've come to you for, and using that as a search term, starting to speak their language, starting to be in service. So at the end of the research, oh, there's people on the other end of that. And so when you're speaking on your YouTube channel, all you're doing is modeling the language and the results that you can give, your gifts in the world. You're speaking to another one of the people that really resonate with you. And so when you're thinking about, I don't want to be on camera, or I'm not sure about my YouTube channel, then all you're doing is having a conversation. I'm just having a conversation with you. The next step, the fourth step that I want to share with you is choosing, again, your one-to-many or one-to-one high-paying soul client funnel formula profitable category. So this is the thing that I didn't actually do with this channel. It's a new channel. I had an old channel before, but the idea around it wasn't just to do what I'm doing now and to actually really grow my channel. I had started with interviews, and I still do interviews, and I still will do the 7 seasons of the Soul Legacy TV podcast and radio show. But also at the long side of that, I'm doing the YouTube videos as I author my book and as I write my book. So this is such a basic one, but actually choosing the category, when I clicked on, so usually when you upload a video, this is, I'm doing them live. And so the editing, and I'm doing them every 24 hours, literally every 24 hours, everything I'm creating, I'm doing screenshots. So I missed this in terms of, I went through the basics of when you create a video, and YouTube have the new YouTube studio. So if you're not familiar with that, I will be walking you guys through that as I get used to it. I haven't actually gone back into the old Creator Studio, which was an option and is probably still going to be an option for a little bit longer. So when you upload your video, just going from the basics to the more options and actually choosing the category that you want to publish your video in, you actually want your channel to be known for. So they have film and animation, cars and vehicles, music, pets, sports, travel, gaming, people and blogs, comedy, entertainment, news and politics. There's a lot of that going on right now. How-to style, education, science and technology, nonprofits, and activism. So you can let YouTube know that, oh, my videos, my business is about this. And so how-tos are really great, and that's what I'm doing right now. And also education, those are relevant to me. You decide what's relevant to you and what is actually going to be profitable. Yes, we have our passion. Yes, we have our purpose, but we also can create a business around the things that we love as well. We don't have to have that separate life of, there's my hobbies, there's my business, and they don't kind of merge, and I'm not having a lot of fun. I have a ton of fun. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. So I'm just not. So what you want to do is ask what people are searching for on YouTube and what other channels that they're searching for, and you can then collaborate and interview and do different things and have a look at other people's channels and see what they're doing, and not in a like, oh, I want to take your stuff kind of way, but just as in doing your research. All of the other channels, believe it or not, are doing research. They're not creating YouTube in isolation. YouTube for business might be about your business, but it's definitely not created in isolation. And so you have to be mindful of not only the search, but the suggested searches that come up. You know, when you watch a YouTube video and then the next one's about to come up, you want to be mindful of that as well. So what do people need to know before they come to work with you? That's what you could do for your YouTube channel and your YouTube videos. If you're running out of ideas and you think, oh, you know, I've exhausted all of the avenues, when you start to do your research, I'm sure that you'll come up with some more content. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Hang on. And that will be really long on a video. So what would you make your first or your next 50 videos on? I've created hundreds of videos. I've done close to about 130 interviews. The last interviews had 2 people on, but I've done a lot, and I've done courses, I've done masterminds, I've recorded so many, some that I've published, some that are live, some that are unlisted, some that are on my site, some that were on my old site, hours and hours and hours. And so doing this author tube series, ready for the book, doing the research for the book. This is what this is. It's research for my book, and just sharing with you, just being real and saying, you know what, I'm on a journey and I'd love for you to come on this journey with me. I'm going to create 50 videos in 50 days because I roll like that. Crazy. But what would you do if you created the next 50 videos? And a lot of people say, oh, well, create one video a week. So this would essentially take you a year to create. And a lot of people say that your first videos, your first 50 to 100 videos are going to suck. They're going to be your worst videos. You're going to cringe when you look back on them. So I'm like, I would love to just document my journey, and I'll be okay with not being perfect on camera, not having the perfect intro or outro. I'm good. You know, I'm sharing, I'm leveraging my research. And so I'm just sharing it with you. I had to do the research anyway. Just see what you could share your next 50 videos on, and how long you want to actually take to get to the point where you don't feel conscious on camera and your videos don't suck. I'm still conscious on camera, even though I've done that many videos. So I'd love to know, leave a comment and let me know, what would you do? Would you take up the challenge of doing 50 videos? And so some of the videos that you might upload to your channel, this doesn't include you doing the 50 videos, are your testimonials again. And so I've got lots of stories about the people that I've worked with, the people that I haven't worked with, just had a session with, people that have got results with me. And so that fuels everything that I'm doing now. It fuels the conversation. And so the fifth step is traveling down a proven path and creating a profitable purpose. So I keep showing you at the end, people that I've worked with, people that I've spoken to, people that I've got on a call with. Is not about hiding behind their YouTube channel and thinking that the YouTube channel is going to do everything for you. It's actually not. So you want to be thinking about your movement, your message, and your money, right? And so how you speak to the people on your channel, what you address them, how you call them. So for me, it's the Soul Legacy TV, Soul Legacy Leavers. I haven't yet used that because I'm doing the author tube series, but in the group it's Soul Legacy Leavers. And so my journey started out with this vision in mind. And so when you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel for your business, think of your big, massive vision, right? And then break it down so you know that you're traveling and you're progressing towards something truly amazing. And don't be attached to the outcome. And if you don't hit it, then that's okay. So I said I was gonna go live, and I am an earth angel with a mission, because I am. And I'm tithing my time, energy, and money to support 100,000 single parents in spiritual business by the end of 2020. So if you know of any, point them to the Soul Legacy TV. And I'm streaming this out on different lives, so different platforms. So wherever you are connected to me and connected to the Soul Legacy TV, definitely say hi, definitely come over to the channel and subscribe so you can see that journey unfold with me. I'd love that. So the last couple of points I want to make, and are really, really important, and they're questions hopefully you can write down. Hopefully you've taken some notes by now. Let me know what's coming up for you, what's triggering, what thoughts are really like have solidified and confirmed. I tend to get a lot of confirmations like, yeah, that is what I needed to hear today. Or like, oh my gosh, I was going to go down this road. I need to go down this road instead. So you'll be guided, right? So what's your natural ability, your talent, your skills? What is it that you can bring to your business and your channel, and offer an energy exchange of money? That is it. Is an energy exchange. A fair energy exchange is best, so you feel in alignment and you feel amazing about it, and so does your soul clients or your students, right? So you have free students and you have paying soul clients. So what is the brand and the vision and the movement and the message that you want to start your channel, your YouTube channel around? And we'll talk about brand more in tomorrow's episode. Now, link in the cards and put down in the description on the Soul Legacy TV YouTube channel. Again, I'm streaming this out on different places. Excuse me, different places. My voice keeps breaking. Sounds weird, doesn't it? With the coronavirus, I had a fever and a temperature. I don't know if I had it or not, but my voice keeps breaking, so forgive me. So you want to be thinking about the soul, what I call a soul signature system. that you're going to be putting out into the world. You want to be thinking of the purpose of that. You want to be thinking of the result that you're going to create from that. And then we'll talk about creating and naming your brand YouTube account. And again, everything that you do focuses on the people that you're here to serve, whether they buy from you or not, whether you're just having conversations to dive deep and see actually what people want from you and your channel and your business. It's going to serve you no end. So hopefully those steps, let me know which of the 5 steps actually resonated with you most. If you haven't gone to the SoulLegacyTV YouTube channel, I'd love for you to do that. Subscribe down below and get notified. They say click the bell, so you do get notified. That goes out in an email when I'm about to go live. Around the same time, I am in the UK. And add your energy to the conversation. I'd love for you to ask for an accountability buddy or bring an accountability buddy into the YouTube Marketing Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. I will be doing probably once a month, maybe during the 7 seasons of the SoulLegacyTV podcast and radio show. We are here to launch, lead, and leave our soul legacy with ease, grace, and flow. And I will be bringing top 10 soul guided YouTubers sharing insider secrets, how they've grown their channel, how they've grown their brand, but also for more health, wealth, and well-being at this time in the world as I'm streaming this out live. We want to go into the rest of 2020 thinking about how can we have more soul client income, soul tribe impact, and soul family influence. So we do have binge watch Wednesdays, and we also have an after show party. So as I do the AuthorTube series, you might see around this video or not, I'm writing the book called The Intentional Living Codes. I'm big into living an intentional life. And so it is for single parents in spiritual business to guide and leverage your lifestyle and your light work on YouTube. So we have another Facebook group. It's not that one that I showed. We have bonuses, Zoom calls, and a 50-day journey. As I launch and lead my own legacy, I am walking my talk, and I'm reading a chapter of a book each day to support me in living an intentional life. We also have a UK and global meetup, which will be online, obviously right now at the time that I'm streaming this out, but we will have one offline eventually. So hopefully you will check out the playlist that I will leave for you down in the description on the SoulLegacyTV, so you can continue on your learning journey and share your insights and let people that you have looked at more YouTube, because I'm sure that I'm not the first person that you've been learning this stuff from. I will see you on tomorrow's video. I've really enjoyed creating this. I think I'm getting into a little bit of flow. So if you haven't had a look at the other past episodes and past videos, then I do encourage you to do that. And I can see some of you jumping on. I'm about to hop off, and big love, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care.